Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today is the first part of a 6-part series I'm going to be doing here on YouTube, which is called Pride Plants, because it is Pride Month and I'm going to be doing 10 plants of a specific color in the rainbow in each video. Today we're starting with purple / violet, whatever you like. Just to be totally clear, we're not talking about oh my god! We're not talking about plants that bloom in purple, because there's way too many of those, but we're going to be talking about plants that have purple / violet leaves, okay? There is, I think, 10 on this list, so I'm gonna move on aside so you can actually see the photos. All the photos are from Instagram, and you can see the account above the photo. That's my way of putting sources. I will take my list and I will get into it. Okay, I have a list in front of me. I moved to the side so y'all can see the photos appearing here. I have Instagram also open because again, all these are from Instagram. I'm gonna be reading the names. These are Latin names. So you can also find these on Instagram by typing hashtag whatever the name is with no space in between, just like this. The first plant is Oxalis Triangularis. Now this plant that I don't know the common name in English. As I can see from the photos, it is fully purple and it gets these like patches of darker purple on the outside of these beautiful triangular leaves. Now, the leaves are 3 triangles, therefore triangularis. It also blooms white, which I think is really pretty. It adds a little bit of, not color because it's white, but it adds a little bit of contrast because the leaves are pretty dark. I've seen Sydney Plants Guy one. It's really like big and bushy. And another thing is that when it's dry and needs watering, it will just kind of, it will go kind of down like this and you will easily know when to water the plant. So that I think is really great. Personally, not a kind of plant that I would want in my collection, but I know a lot of people would really like this. So maybe give it a shot. I'm gonna do my best to read this second plant's name, Strobilanthes Dyarianus. Okay. This plant, I don't see it in people's collections. I don't know why. Is it because it's a hard plant to care for? I have no idea. I've never owned it, but I've seen it one day, and I think it's so pretty. It is a little bit, it looks like a plant that should be outdoors, but I see a lot of people just have it indoors. To me, it just kind of looks like something that would grow in the forest, but the new leaves, I think, come out really this bright purple, which is really pretty actually. I don't know anything about the growth pattern. I've been looking at the photos here, but many people just have them really small. But I believe, yeah, okay. This is one that's like more of a tree one. So yeah, I guess it can grow a little bit of a trunk, but I don't know a lot about this plant. Therefore, I'm just gonna move to the third plant, which is Gynura Aurantiaca. Hmm. So this plant, as I can see, it grows more like a vine, I think. Possibly you can put it up something. It's not gonna grow aerial roots, but it's gonna grow up, I think. I see people have them usually like with really short stems, so maybe it's only a 1-year plant. I'm not sure. The battery is dying already? You're joking. I also see it has a bloom that's not very attractive or anything, but it's a yellow bloom, so I guess that's cool because contrast with purple. The main point from this plant is that it is in fact fully covered in these very bright purple hairs. Now, I haven't felt this plant like, oh my god, there is a variegated, there is a variegated one. Oh, it's really pretty. Oh, I'm definitely showing you this one. Okay, so this one is really pretty. It's variegated, but it doesn't have so many hairs. I do not know a lot about the care for these plants. In fact, it was pretty hard to find this many actually purple leaf plants, so I think I did good. Now we're moving on to our fourth plant, which is in fact more like a genus, I would say Tradescantia. So there is quite a few here. I can see there's this sheet that shows you a bunch of species. So just from I can see right here, the purple ones are Tradescantia pallida purple heart. I think I have this one, but it's not that much purple. And Tradescantia pallida tricolor. I will also be showing you a photo of this one, I think. And then this one is also Tradescantia spathiacea, moss is in the cradle. Oh, damn. This is a really pretty plant. So the tricolor one is just the variegated purple heart. I've seen these purple hearts growing outside. People have them here in Slovenia just as like garden plants. So I think they're very tough. It was also my first ever plant, but it's not the same species actually. So I'll show you mine. So this is my personal Tradescantia. I don't think you'll be able to see how purpley it is. It has purpley kind of leaves when they come out, and they're purple on the back, but not really on the front, and it's also really pretty. This was my first plant. This is my beginning, and this is it probably like 4 years later, but I have propagated it many times. Also, Tradescantia are really easy to propagate. Just take a cutting and put it in some water, and it will grow really nice roots. Mine actually has little hairs on the leaves. This one does not. These leaves are more leathery, but they're not very hard to break. Like, they break very easily. So I will also show you, the variegated one I'm showing you right now. And they also bloom. Some can bloom white, some can bloom in the purple. But that's mostly what I will tell you. There is also just the Tradescantia zebrina. I think the leaves have very bright purple undersides. If that's your thing, there is some more plants coming later that also have undersides. Or you can get this like fully kind of purpley zebrina. Again, I'm showing you photos all the time. I'm annoyed at myself, but yes, this is kind of what you can get. There's the quadricolor that I'm gonna show you, because I think this is the variegated zebrina. I'm not sure, but yes, there's a bunch of different blooms, and that's how much I'm gonna say for the Tradescantia. This battery's gonna die. Okay. So the fifth plant on my list is Cissus Discolor. This one is a viner. I think it can grow roots, but it's not gonna root into, let's say, a moss pole. You don't need a moss pole, which I think is very great. You can just wrap it around something, it's gonna vine and climb. The plant from the front does not look very purple. However, the back sides are fully bright purple. They're very beautiful, especially if you have it like next to the window and you can see when the light shines through, it's gonna look fully purple. However, the leaves from the front sometimes also have this really beautiful purple kind of shade on the middle of the leaves, as you can see on these photos. I've seen a very beautiful big one in Eurogarden, Slovenia, in Ljubljana. If I can find a video, I will show you that one. But that one was like, the leaves were like that big. It can grow really big on these like supports, but it's a very pretty one. And yes, I think it's a pretty cool one to add to your collection. This next one is really new to me also, but it's Passiflora Trifasciata. It's again a viner. However, this one has a tri-leaf. It's also called duck's foot or goose foot. I'm not sure, but yes, it resembles a duck foot, which is really. Oh, I plugged in my computer. It is still alive. It resembles a duck foot. It has almost black slash dark purple on like the outlines of the leaf, and like a really pretty bright purple on the inner lines. I have seen different photos of this plant with different amounts of purpleness to it. Some have barely purple leaves. Maybe I'm starting to think this one is under a grow light, and the newest leaves are having more purple and the lower ones don't even have purple. So I think possibly is depending on the light. Again, I don't know. This one is again a viner, and you can see the little vines kind of grabbing onto a stick. I wouldn't even bother with the moss pole here. It really doesn't matter, I think. Oh, there's also this green one with some lighter green in the middle. Possibly the same plant in different conditions. I have no idea. And it has a pretty cute growth pattern. It's like if you have the little, like, the weed kind of vibe in your collection, like this thing right there, that's kind of what I like. I could have this. I can see myself having this. The only problem would be that I would try to propagate it and it wouldn't propagate, probably. I don't know. I have problems with plants like this. But yes, a really cute one. This next one is also more of a genus than a species. So we're talking species of Coleus. Again, this is the word, the common word in English, or it's just the same word, I don't know. I have searched on Instagram, hashtag purple Coleus. You can also just do hashtag Coleus, but these are the purple ones. Again, there are multiple species that, are some shades of purple. The photo that I'm showing you right now, I think possibly it has been debunked that it's fake. Not sure. Do not quote me on this. I'm not sure. But the rest of these, I can see some that are pretty dark. So like this one that I'm going to show you, but I think is still mostly like purple. You also have this really, really pretty one that has, again, the dark purple on the outside and the light purple on the inside. That's a pattern actually that I have repeated throughout some plants now. But it's a very pretty one that I think, I quite like it. I'm not into Coleus like in general, but that's kind of, I think, the vibe here. We also have this one that has more scribbly. How do I even say this? It has the edges like this. It's not like this edge, but it's more like, I don't know. You can obviously see it. Again, different shades of purple. This one also has a little bit of green. And that's mostly it. There's also this one that I think it said chocolate somewhere, but it is, again, a shade of brownish purple. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty. Okay. And another thing that I want to say, Coleus can grow into these big bushes that also have quite nice trunks. So if you can get yours to grow this long, that's really amazing. So the next one is again a species, but this one is very purple in general. Like the species are purple. Really pretty. I'm talking about Calathea. You can also search up hashtag purple Calathea, but just by Calathea, you should find a lot of them. So I have here written down a dotty, an ornata, and this one is Calathea Surprise Star. I'm not sure about this one. Most of these have almost fully black leaves, which is very rare in like plant world. So if you are into this, you should really take a look at these because they are really cool. They have, what I didn't say is that pretty much an entire genus of Calathea has the leaf undersides that are purple, like dark purple. Where are my Calatheas, bro? I actually had a very big collection of different Calatheas. There was like 9 species there. I only have this one left, which is, no, wait, I have another one left. But that one is in fact not purple on the backside. This one is. So this is kind of what you should expect from your Calatheas. So this one is the Calathea the peacock plant, because it has these that kind of resemble feathers, I guess, but it has really pretty shades of purple. It has really pretty shades of purple on the backs, and yeah, I don't think they really go away with age. So far, looking so good. So this is, I think, number 9, if I'm correct. Coral bells slash Heuchera Sanguinea. Now this is more of an outdoor plant once again. They have this really pretty like pillowy leaves. I don't know how to describe them, but I have seen a bunch of different species that kind of look purple slash pinkish. I've had one that was a little bit variegated, but the cuttings did not produce any roots, so that's kind of sad, but you can get them. There is a few species I'm probably gonna put on a screen. I don't know anything about the care, but considering it's more like an outdoor plant, I don't think it should be very hard to either find one or take care of one. I think there would be in garden centers. So that's all I'm gonna say about them. I know it's not really proportional to the other plants, but I don't know a lot about them. Number 10 is Rex begonias, and I'm purely not telling you the species because there's so many hybrids out there that I don't even know the names, and they go by different names, so you're gonna have to find it by yourself. So again, as we already know, I put hashtag purple begonia on Instagram. I can see a few different ones that are mostly Rex begonias, but there is no, I think these are all kind of Rex begonia species. We have this more of a winged one that has really cool like little spin that I'm also putting on the screen right now. We have a very pretty one that I can't find right now, but there's this one person that posts it all the time, and it's the most beautiful thing ever. Here it is. And then we have Brevirimosa. Begonia brevirimosa is a pretty popular one, and it has more like a dark pink, not even purple, but you know, purple pink, it depends on a person. And it's a begonia, so it would die in my care. I don't know begonias. If I don't put them in a terrarium and just don't touch them, I can't take care of them. But yes, there is some pretty cool species out there that you can find even in your local plant shop. I think there should be some cool begonias. Good luck, because I can't tell you how to take care of them. And that almost brings us to the end of the video, because I have an extra plant that I put here just because I found it when I was searching for other cool plants. But I've only seen a few good looking specimens of it, so I'm putting it in here anyways, and you can do whatever you want with this. So the name of the last plant is Caladium Clavatum, and this is a big leaf. It's a big leaf plant. It's really pretty, but it has fully dark purple leaf, and then it has pink dots all over it, or like splashes or patches, whatever you want to call them. There is this one beautiful photos, but the rest of the plants don't look that amazing, I have to admit. However, if you can get your hands on one, I think that should be it for you. I forgot two plants. We have Alocasia Azlanii and Alocasia Cuprea. Both have different shades of purple, but the Azlanii has some really bright veins that are so gorgeous, and the light green outline is beautiful. And the Cuprea, mine is looking rather sad. But this is my Cuprea. It's not the best shape, but the backs are fully purple. That's all I wanted to add. Alocasia. Look for purple Alocasia, because they usually have some really cool backsides. That brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you saw some new plants that you haven't heard of before, because that was pretty fun for me to kind of look around and see what plants I didn't actually know before. And yes, I think some of these are really cool plants. So I'm very excited to have you in the next video, which is going to be blue plants, blue/silver, because there's not that many blue plants actually. So I will see you there. Have a good day, and goodbye. Hello, editing me here. I don't think I'll be able to do all the 6 parts in June, because it takes me a lot of time to get everything done correctly, but I'm still enjoying just getting new names in my head and just learning. So you will get all 6 parts, but I can't promise they're all gonna be here in June. Thank you so much for watching again. Let me see that. Oh, girl, welcome. No, wait. It will. This light is really strong. Bro, we're talking about plants with blue slash. Oh my, bluish. No. Yeah, also. No.